if they're female.
Oh.
We're now on the stream. See, you've all gone quiet now. You've been absolute.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to get my nipples out. You tell me I can't.
Checking that the stream's working.
You've been absolute legends all the time we've been waiting to go on stream.
I did say this was going to happen. We've caught up, that's it.
Okay, we're live and Jonty's here. Yay!
Hey, Jonty! Hello, Jonty. Have you had a nice Christmas?
Don't ask me yet. We haven't properly started.
We haven't properly started.
We're starting in a
Don't
in
tell
a
us,
jiffy.
Jonty! Shut up!
Do you not?
No,
do you
tell
not
us,
know
Jonty,
about
tell us.
Structure Dave? Bloody hell!
Also, Jonty, am I right in thinking you now work in retail and therefore you've just had the most horrific few weeks of your life? Oh no! He worked through it and then they fired him.
Oh,
Bastards!
Bastards! What the
Bastards!
What? I'm rioting.
Can we name and shame them, Jonty?
Yeah. Who's going to arrest the disabled? I'm taking to the street.
I think there, Mike, the problem you've got with that statement is you've forgotten who's in charge of this country. And I think they would quite happily arrest a disabled person and beat you to death while doing it.
Yeah, but all I'd have to do is find the off switch on the robot.
Those bastards, Jonty.
Jonty, they're bastards. We don't have enough business to keep you on.
They are.
And then they immediately re-advertise two of the same positions. And then where it is. Oh, well, you know what? Anyone who's thinking of going there, you can always go to Superdrug.
Yeah.
And
we should all apply for the jobs.
And they tend to be...
And just not turn up for the interview.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
And Superdrug tend to be cheaper. And also, Superdrug, if you've got one of their bonus cards, they've got it's a mirror.
Does it rhyme with two?
I'm getting one. I didn't know that they did. It does, Mike. Yeah,
it does, Mike. But he's actually put the name of the shop in the stream. I don't know why I'm not saying it.
Yeah, like we have
feels like there's a legal gap between me. If I don't say it. If I do say it, I feel like they'd sue me. Although that in itself would be hilarious.
That would be funny.
Yeah, jokes on them. I'm scared.
If Jimmy Carr couldn't do it, there's no way Toots are gonna.
Yeah. I reckon we just call them Pussin from now on. That's it.
Whoa! Pussin Toots. That's very good.
Thank you.
Mentally, I'm standing.
That was it. That was
a very good joke. The internet will not give that joke the credit it deserves.
Oh, mentally I'm standing. That's got to go on a t-shirt. Oh, Christ.
You should definitely wear a t-shirt that says that, Mike.
And then wear it to every theatre show you attend.
Yeah.
And then just like wear like a flannel over it or something, and then at the end just go.
Yeah, when everyone's clapping, just be like.
Oh my!
Just like, darn, I was just pointing at my boobs.
Oh, I'm so glad we're back. We've not done this for like 6 weeks.
I know.
It feels that way.
Right, okay. Shall we start then?
Yeah.
Hey! Right. We're back. We've had a few weeks off for Crimbo and New Year. And quite a bit's been happening. Unfortunately, we discussed it all before we came on stream. Kept making each other laugh. I kept going, save it for the stream, and we didn't anyway. So, hope you've all had a good night. See you next week.
Yeah. That would tie in with my 8:30 bedtime. So
yes. 8:30 bedtime for Steph. She's tired. I was going to start with why is there only 4 of us and not 5? But fuck him.
Killed Adam.
Fuck him. He's abandoned us. So let's just go with why are you so tired, Steph? What's been going on? Why are you tired? You've also been fighting, haven't you, Steph? You've been fighting the Rona.
Yeah, I had it. It got me.
God,
I'm really annoyed.
There's bastards everywhere.
Personality for like the last 18 months of I haven't had
not
it.
having had it.
Yeah, like, and that's it. And now I don't have that anymore. I'm just like everybody else.
Not me, because I haven't had
I'm
it
a
yet.
Clark Kent. I'm not a Superman.
I am Matt Damon in Contagion. I just have not.
How's Fee? Yeah, because Fee's been ill as well, hasn't she?
A couple of times.
Fee's had it. Fee's had it confirmed twice, possibly
Yeah.
3 times, and the last time she had it, I mean, she had it quite mild, but how I didn't get it is completely beyond me. And yeah, I still haven't got it. And I am now starting to wonder if this is my superpower. I mean, it's a very disappointing superpower, and I'd sooner be able to fly or be invisible, or you know, or be like Stretch Armstrong or something. But now apparently I'm just immune to.
Have you ever considered like you are an antibody? Like
you go round.
Are you calling me fat, Mike?
No,
Mike, are you calling me fat?
No, if anything, he's saying
it sounds like you're calling me fat, Mike.
No, if you're that antibody, that's the opposite of that.
What I'm saying is everyone else in the world is just inside their body. It's just little microscopical poets running around their body in the bloodstream.
Yeah, and when they wondered where that sentence was going.
When they make their way to your brain, that's when you get inspiration for a power.
To be fair, I don't think Mike could have guessed either.
I also invented the word microscopical, which is a new one on me.
I enjoyed it.
The thing that I've never heard.
Oh God, I think I might have the Rona.
What I will say about having the Rona is I think I had it in reverse, because I have felt like shit since Christmas Day. Like, I've had snotty noses, coughs, colds. I've been absolutely on death's door since December 25th. And then last weekend, I got up Saturday morning and I went, oh my God, I can breathe through my nose for the first time in ages. I'm not coughing. I feel incredible. So I went out, and like, bearing in mind, all this time I've been feeling like crap. I've been testing negative, like nothing. And then so I got up, went and did an escape room with my friends on the Sunday, and I'd tested before I went on the Sunday morning, negative. So I went and did this escape room. We got out with 7 seconds to spare, and it's only a 30% pass rate for the room. I'm not bragging, but it happened. And bearing in mind, in an escape room, you are crawling over each other.
Oh yeah,
to get stuff, and like, we're not competitive at all, but I am willing to fight people when we're in there.
Sounds like my infant school, to be honest.
Honestly, it's great. And then I got home and my mum rang me and was like, your dad's positive, take a test. And I was like, I've already tested, I'm negative. And she was like, take a test.
And you went, did you go, yeah, Dad's quite a positive person, actually.
He's not, he's a right miserable sod. So
no, but
you were like, that doesn't sound right.
He must be ill. Yeah, but then I took a test again on Sunday night and I was like, no.
Was it a faint line on Sunday night as well?
No, it was like a proper, like, poof, red.
Yeah,
like,
so weird.
I don't understand how I could be feeling so well but have it. So I think the Rona cured me. I've been so poorly, and the Rona was like, no, get out all these germs.
Out of the way. It's our time now. Yeah.
So yeah, I was snotty for like 2 days and I was fine.
I love the idea that somewhere now watching this live is the head of the Oxford Vaccine Task Force. And he's watching this, and he just picked up the phone, rang all his colleagues and gone, Neil, I think we found the woman. Let's get her in.
We're basically being watched by John T and Jonathan Van Tam.
Yeah.
We found the one person who caught COVID on Reversey Day. Oh no.
Yeah, so Corona improved my health, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
Well.
you mentioned there that Tom's got it.
Yeah, Papa Loftus has got it. He's been quarantined to the bedroom. We've been calling it the positive prison.
And ironically, he's not being very positive in there, I imagine.
No.
Yeah.
He said he can't watch another episode of Loose Women.
Actually, what did you say when we were off stream? You said my dad's been locked in the bedroom with loose women.
With Loose Women, yeah. And not even in the phone lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's all right.
No.
But yeah, he's still testing positive. But
Yeah.
he good.
Well, for all us Wolverhampton bound, which is 3/4 of this room, we apparently don't hit our peak in Wolverhampton until this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
And
Better late than not at all.
Yeah, and my wife's school has just been like decimated by it.
There's lots of people, yeah. Like we've got me and the only other teacher.
Hold on, sorry, I need to put a correction now. I said my wife's school. She works in a school.
Yeah.
Before anyone takes that out of context.
Before the sun gets hold of us.
Yeah.
Clip that, John T. Clip that.
I can't get away with it. I'm not a member of the royal family.
Well.
Topic stall. Stories from the smoke room.
Anyway, why is there only 4/5 of us?
Because we killed Adam.
We killed him. It was always on the cards, wasn't it? Let's face it.
One of us had got to go.
One of us was going to die, and
we were able to use coronavirus as a distraction.
Yeah.
So
F's in the chat.
That's what's on the
Adam
death
Unwin.
certificate. But we know.
Which, to be fair, with everything that's going on, to pick out one distraction. Like we are getting sideswiped by all the distractions. Mad.
Over Christmas, I think it was Hannah Platts, or maybe it was before Christmas. But Hannah Platts described the UK as rainy, fascist, plaguey turf island, which which I thought was genius.
Yeah.
Which part
I think
of that
it encapsulates fully the experience of living in this country, waking up every day and being like, what bullshit do I have to look at now? La 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 la. Oh, okay.
Talking of bullshit, Platts, let's tell everyone that we tried to get together and go
we
to.
did.
And go
We tried really hard. Newsflash podcast.
Flirt.
We tried really hard. It didn't work out.
Hang on a second. Why did I not know about this?
It was
was all done without your knowledge.
Whim. It was a bit of a whim.
Wow.
Is
this how I find out?
We're married, Steph.
God, do you know?
No,
Did you not want
What?
a poem?
No, we did. I don't know how to describe this now, Dave. It was your idea. I think you should do it.
Oh, so Dave, go on, writer. Tell us how you.
I feel attacked. I don't like
Can I
it.
just say that I'm amazed that for some reason I made the joke about Anna and Dave being together before realising that they tried to get together without.
We tried to get together.
Okay. Just in case our other viewer, other than John T, isn't Jonathan Van Tam, and he's my wife. Let
me just check. You keep talking. No, it's not. We're fine.
Yeah. Let's get this sorted. Right. So, there was a protest, and you know me. citizen pit.
Love a
Love a protest, mate.
Wait,
What's what you mean?
why is
you
that
mean
not on a t-shirt?
you mean there's a chance of me wearing my No More Page 3 t-shirt and not having to get into a massive row about it while listening to speeches on there, motherfucker.
Yeah.
There was a protest
Yeah.
outside the BBC because the BBC are turfy bastards. So there was I nearly said transphobic. Me.
A transphobic protest, and we were like, let's go. No. It was organised by like trans activists UK.
And Trans Activism UK.
Yeah,
and they were
that's it,
protesting outside the BBC. So
we were gonna go shout stuff.
yeah, me and Platts were both up for that.
Yeah.
But London can just fucking
Is
do
a
what?
shithole.
I've
Yeah.
been driven.
Well, that's what we thought, but
right.
there's nowhere to park. We tried.
I'd have found somewhere.
Oh, you think?
You'd
Next
park
Next time, let's all go and film the podcast from a protest. Imagine that.
You park at Hillingdon, you tube it in.
That sounds complicated.
It's not. It's the Metropolitan line.
I know where there's parking.
Yeah, but do you have to have a badge, Mike?
Yeah, Mike, have you got a badge? Because then we can all go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike.
I do.
We could park on double yellows.
Well, I wish to withhold that information.
You can park in Trafalgar Square.
We're just in the middle.
I do, but that's somehow me saying choose to not say anything somehow makes it more dramatic. Like, I've got you now. Like, National Theatre.
Just the next time you see the royal family on the balcony, the camera will pan down, and there'll be Mike's mom in the car at the bottom of Buckingham Palace, and Mike going, badge!
I'll just be 5 minutes.
Liz,
I
put the kettle on.
South Bank.
I think it was like because like everything was very COVID-y, we were like we didn't really want to go on the tube and stuff, so we were trying to find somewhere we could park so we didn't have to like go on public transport and breathe germs at around people. But yeah,
and
the next time we should all go.
It was a BBC television centre, which is like not far away from Euston Station, and I'm like, oh, I've got it sus, because whenever I drive to London of a weekend, I always park at that big car park underneath Euston Station.
Yeah.
Which is like next to nothing. It's like 17 quid for 2 days in the centre of London. Ideal, except it's closed because of fucking HS2. So there was
I thought you were going to get mad that it was closed because of the protest. I thought I was really going to laugh.
H has appeared. Hi, H. Oh,
Yay!
and JS Rock's in the house.
Yeah, Texas.
Go on,
saw
Mike.
your stream,
Go on, Mike.
by the way.
Yeah.
Saw your stream, JS Rock, and your classic Mario. I was like, what's this? JS Rock streaming at 4:00 in the afternoon UK time. Oh, what? I'm actually thinking of it. It must have been a catch up, because like. Unless you're really hardcore JS Rock and didn't have much planned the following day, I don't think
Should we
we're
all just
streaming
go
that
and
late
leave
at night? Like a shit talking head monologue.
Look at that. The chat's like just sprung into life now. Hi, everyone.
It's almost like there's hope, Dave.
It's almost like there's hope. I was going to say something there. It's completely slipped my mind. Steph.
What's the chat saying? Oh,
Yes.
Over to you.
What? What?
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Right, thank you.
Ooh.
Got out of that. During our enforced break,
Enforced?
We enforced it upon ourselves. We weren't told to cease and desist.
made it sound like someone made us at gunpoint to have Christmas. You
I'm-
must be jovial.
I'm continually amazed. I'm continually amazed that Twitch. I think it's only because we only have 3 people watching us that they haven't realised. But I reckon if we start getting like upwards of 7 or 8 people watching us, they'll ban us really quickly. Because I can't believe that we stay in the terms and conditions. No one stays in the terms and conditions for Twitch. Usually you get more than 20 people watching and they just ban you. What I was going to ask Mike was Mike.
Yes.
I don't know, Hannah and Steph, if you caught this, but Mike was on Twitter the other day, being 100% Mike. Go on.
We asked for nothing less.
Well, thing is, Dave,
This was so Mike.
when you've got as many appliances as I have to sort of help me just sort of survive and live and thrive, a lot of those appliances need fixing. So sometimes what has to happen is a man has to come in from whatever chair he's bossed, like, and with his sort of bag of spanners and with his sort of bag of spanners. And plucky enthusiasm and sort of fix them. And what sort of usually happens, you exchange sort of the pleasantries about like, oh, have you been, like, been busy? But like he came in, I think it was like at some point earlier this week, and he'd been in there like fixing it. It was just the 2 of us in here in the room, like
with a bed in the corner.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well,
Mike had put Barry White on the stereo.
in fairness, he'd rejected my previous advances, so I really want to push my luck.
Is that him standing by your wall, Mike?
He's still in.
I'll tell you who that is. I'll put a picture. Hold on, let me.
Oh no! Oh god! Oh my god!
Me and sort of the chair fixer man were there for a good 5-10 minutes. We sort of hadn't said a lot to each other. I thought, like, we'd not said a word, and I thought, can I just start talking now? Like, when is the acceptable?
Has it gone on too long?
Like,
That's exactly what he asked on Twitter.
or is it too late to be like, all right, pal? So what I just did was committed to the bit, and didn't bother saying anything. And wrote a tweet about it. Wrote a tweet about it instead. Just saying how stressed I was. I was just glad I got myself out of the situation.
Oh God! Now, bearing in mind, I'm not on Twitter a lot now. I've taken it off all my mobile devices because it's horrific. It's so bad.
You saying that? Do you know what? I'll forever be in support of Twitter, just because I think there's a really lovely corner of it that's just silly stuff.
Yeah, if you stay in that bit and don't venture out,
it's just
I
silly stuff.
think
and
Twitter.
photos of Dolly Parton.
I think Twitter hates me because it's like I have a block list of over 20,000 people, and I have a mute list of several hundred words, and it's like my mute list has got the words Michael Fabricant on there, and it's got Fabricant on there, and it's like block
but
that.
Stuff still gets through,
right? And it's just blatant. It's just Michael Fabricant.
As I found out, when Wol's Twitter had a meltdown. That we weren't going to sign anyone within 2 days of the transfer window opening. And I was just like, you know what? I don't need to put up with this shit. And I went on a blocking spree for 7 days, and somehow they're bastards. We're still getting through. It's like cockroaches.
Herpes.
Yes,
Yeah.
fuck
I
Twitter.
think you've got rid of them.
I've
But
probably
anyway,
blocked about 4,000 turfs at this point, like by hand, because I look at like, what somebody said, and I get to all the comments, and I just like block to all the replies. I sort of realised that I was starting my morning with being like, right, how many shall I block today? Turfy, turf. And I was like, that's not a positive way to begin your day, looking at all, because to block them, obviously you have to see the bullshit they're saying. So it's like,
But then I feel I had a kind of a bit of a chat with Pursehouse about this. My mate Pursehouse, 1/3 of Poetry Practice and Pandemonium List, because it really affected my mental health over Christmas. Twitter did, and I said I hate seeing all the turfy stuff, and Twitter's fucking horrendous for it at the minute. So, but at the same time, I feel
they're mainly bots though.
Yeah, I feel guilty feeling bad for it because I'm a cis male, and it's like, no, transgender people are fucking having to live through all this, and I'm getting
bad about it though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm getting pissy and going, my mental health can't deal with seeing all this. I'm going off Twitter, and you do think like, I'm just being a bit fucking wet here.
I don't think so, because I think the thing is, it's not just, it's like, obviously it's bad when people are telling you that you don't exist, but like that level of like vitriol and negativity and stuff can affect you anyway if you're like an empathetic person. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not, there's no league table of like being annoyed or angry, or like there's no emotions league table. You're allowed to feel things. You don't have to earn the right to be annoyed at that just because you're not.
But I think as well, like speaking, I think I can say this. It's not equating, like the two aren't similar, but speaking as another minority, if I might, I feel like we need more people not of that minority to get pissed, because then that's where shit.
Because that's actually sort of once it gets outside of the boundaries of the marginalised. Identity.
So, by all means, get pissed, Dave.
Yeah, be annoyed about it.
Speaking as your pal, do not let it be detrimental to your being.
Oh, Mike.
That is bad. And then these podcasts would be even fucking worse. So.
There's some wonderful things going on in the chat. JS Rock has found someone who's going to send him some Freddos.
Oh, delicious. You get to taste what real chocolate tastes like.
See, bringing people together. Fuck you, Boris.
Uniting people with
God.
Freddos.
Fucking get this on turfy Twitter.
Oh, God.
You're about to experience the delightfulness that is actual chocolate.
Real chocolate. With
milk
in.
None of this American nonsense.
Do you want me to let you know what that sort of outline is?
Definitely. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
In about sort of early November, my sister Chloe, the older one, was like, "What do the other one?" I was like, I'm a nightmare to buy for.
Hold on, Mike. Can we take a guess? Because what I'd like to guess is,
you won't get it.
You know, like Pompeii. There's outlines of people on the wall where like the dust cloud exploded them or something. I don't know.
A volcano erupted.
Happened in Iron Man 3.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Is it the radioactive fallout from Gwyneth Paltrow?
What Dave's asking is, has somebody exploded in your bedroom?
Has there been a fallout event?
I was going to say something.
Oh no, I didn't get it for ages.
I realised we're on the internet and probably people can watch this back. So instead, I'll just say no.
He was.
Bit difficult with everyone walking through back and forth.
It was the dirty look in your face as you said it, Steph. It was just beautiful. It was the fact that you had that like gleam in your eye just before you said it, and I knew you were going to say something dirty.
I'm back. Oh, my face hurts.
Oh God, indeed.
I
Yeah,
love
go on then,
everyone
Mike.
so much.
Mike, where did it come from? Unless anyone else wants to take a guess.
I unwrapped it. I unwrapped it.
How did she wrap?
Oh
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, let's all
Mike.
laugh at the guy who hasn't got fine motor skills trying to adjust his camera.
Why doesn't that find
Positioned so well. Oh.
Stage
Left
crew
in the chat
stage
for
crew
Mike's
to Mike's
camera.
room. Stage crew to Mike's room.
Oh,
No!
Hold on. My phone's on charge. I'm going to have to move.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between.
Hey, you've missed this,
Well,
folks, haven't you? You've missed this.
We've fallen down the tuff.
I mean, what we need to be grateful for is someone's clearly dusted behind there.
Yeah, to be fair, if that happened in my house,
I've got to be honest,
they'd all
yeah.
be looking at the spiders. They would be like,
No one's been back
that is
there for a
clean
while.
for the that is clean for the back of a computer,
be
isn't
like
it?
Shelob's
Honestly.
bloody lair if that happened to me.
My God. You may have found your partner for life there, Steph, because I think that's someone you could.
That's clean. That's not just clean. That's Monica clean.
I'm a bit concerned. Why is he still using VGA and not the HDMI?
Well, you know, when he comes back, that's a conversation we can have with him.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Yay!
I'm just disappointed he took his microphone off for what was that conversation.
Mike!
Yeah.
We still don't know who the cardboard cutout is on.
So,
Is it Steve Bruce?
it is
God, I
our
hope it is.
Lord and Saviour, Lin Manuel Miranda.
No.
Yep. I'm not
I
able to
asked
get
you to move the camera, but we know that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, please don't.
yeah. I'm not able to
Next
take a
week,
photo
can
of
you
it.
get someone to position
phone's on
it by the
charge.
back door so that Lynn can be on the stream with us?
I mean, I could, but if you forget he's there and you look out the corner of your eye, it's fucking terrifying. Like,
Yeah, we don't want to have an
I
incident.
had a similar experience with a Jack Sparrow standee that found its way into my loft.
Right.
And one day
By
I just
itself.
happened to go not by itself. And one day I just
Slid
happened
it
to
up.
go up into the loft and I moved a box and there was Johnny Depp all dead on staring at me. I tell you now, I nearly fell down that loft.
I was going to say, I would be through the ceiling.
Proper. Oh my god, I nearly died. It was
I hate that.
It was awful. I'd forgotten it was in there.
If anyone
God.
goes to Seattle with 1448, they will meet the wonderful 1448 superstar that is Terry Lazara. And she's
What a name.
She's fucking
Oh, my
brilliant.
word.
She's so funny. She's absolutely bonkers. But in her flat, they have a life-size cardboard cutout of Ron Swanson.
Oh my god.
No, I've started to watch some Parks and Rec. Admittedly, I've let it slide, but just how funny.
Yeah. And
How funny.
like,
Also, how simple.
yeah.
Like, I
And
was watching
like
it
me,
thinking,
do you find that you watch it, you think, this is fucking hilarious, and then stop watching it for no
Yeah.
reason?
Yeah.
I did that with The Office.
I was getting to that comment, JS Rock. JS Rock has said something really, really nice.
Oh.
Oh.
He says, I'm going to repeat it because I was going to get here and then we got distracted by the cutout of Lin Manuel. I just want you guys to know how much I enjoy your stream. It's a hidden little gem. In other words, no
Aw.
fucker watches it.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a nice thing to say.
Emphasis on the hidden.
It's the only way we haven't been banned.
Yeah, we're flying low underneath the radar on purpose.
Yeah, it's that hidden. It's that hidden. Not even Russia are bothered.
Yeah. Yeah, we're unpopular by choice.
It's a hidden little gem and your stream lightens up my day and makes me smile.
Aw, that's so nice.
Glad to see you wonderful folks are back. And glad Adam is dead. That's what he's put.
I mean, to be fair,
He was
someone
my
had to
least
say,
favourite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Drew Straws, it was like Suicide Squad. No, what's it called?
We had to offer up someone so that the moon would come back after midwinter.
Yeah.
It's the way it goes.
Who's it going to be?
Solstice.
Otherwise, the crops will fail.
Yeah. When
We had
everyone
no
has
choice.
a bountiful harvest this summer, you know who to thank.
You know who does that.
He's asked where is Adam.
We've literally just explained we killed him.
He's dead.
Yeah, we've sacrificed him for the crop.
We sacrificed him to the moon gods for harvest.
He went willingly. He knew it was his time. It was his duty.
I love the fact
I
that
mean-
like, Hannah is so
mean,
committed to the
can I-
bit that she's also munching on a biscuit while she's doing it.
can I just say, I only told you my cardboard cutout with Lin Manuel Miranda. How do you know? How do you know it's not? I've not got Adam on the wall like a prize moose.
Adam Unwin is a prize moose.
Cardboard cutouts made of people.
Yeah.
If so, why have we not done this bit?
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing for your birthdays.
Right, I've got to Google some stuff. I'll see you guys later.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
This is one of the reasons why I've always been very grateful I'm not incredibly wealthy. Because I feel that if I was living
I would
a life
definitely
where...
have all kinds of
Oh,
shit.
God, yeah. I would have so much shit. I went...
I've already got quite a bit and I have no money. You can spend it all on shit.
Says the woman with the actual sword.
Yeah, I get given them though. That's because my brand is so strong.
I was
Your
in
own
the-
fault for committing to the bit.
Yeah.
See?
I was at the custard factory in Birmingham. good luck
Did
someone
they make you custard?
someone explaining the custard factory to JS Rock.
I?
I was at the custard factory in Birmingham, and there was this like
really
second-handy type shop there, and they got a glow box in the window, which just said the word sex shop,
Nice.
and it was 250 quid because it was like a
Where is it? Where is it displayed in your house?
I couldn't afford it, Steph. If I did.
So many times.
It's on my Instagram, and I did put on my Instagram. It's a really good job. I haven't got lots of money because I would definitely have this in my house.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I saw a pink Lambretta the once, and it's like I would definitely buy a
my
pink
gosh.
Lambretta.
Oh my god, Dave Pitt on a pink carpet. I want to see it so bad.
We found
Lambretta.
Hannah's kryptonite.
It's a scooter.
It's like a Vespa.
It's like a Vespa. It's
Vespa as in the scooters, not the microwave curries.
I don't think they have them in Texas.
Clear that
I
up.
think you need to make that distinction. You know, like Linda's crispy lasagna.
No, you never know. I was like, oh wait, I've been waiting all this time to bring up Fray Bentos. To be fair.
Oh, I'd love a Fray Bentos.
Oh, they're such crap pies, but they're
Oh, they're
so
awful,
good.
but they're so good. Yeah, when you take the lid off, you're like, I've made a terrible mistake. Because like the texture, you're like, oh. But you know you've got to wait. You've got to get that in the oven straight away. You've got to wait. Yeah.
Every time I sort of open it, like open a Fray Bentos, I'm like, it's so like, what could they possibly be making it out of for it to be that for it to be that sort of vacuum,
like gelatinous almost,
and
then
it's so cheap as well. Like, what?
But then
what
suddenly
goes
it's
in
a
it?
pie. Like, how does it become a pie?
I mean,
Wizardry.
technically it's not a pie. Technically,
Well,
it's,
no,
it's,
yeah,
it's
'cause it's only
gravy with
pastry
a
on top,
pastry
isn't
lid.
it?
Yeah.
It's
it's-
pie.
No, it's just got a pastry hat. That's not a pie.
Oh, shut the pie.
But there's something about. Sorry, Mike's gone.
My God, I'm not here next week. Oh God.
Is it next week you're not here? Is it next week? I thought
It is, yeah.
I thought it was the
Oh
week
gosh,
after. All right.
that's come around quick, isn't it?
Says yeah. Oh, dear me.
Cool.
There is, and I'm sure I can find this. I am fairly confident there is a video on YouTube of Rob Kemp, friend of the show, and all round good guy, wearing a blancmange hat.
Blancmange hat.
I have to say,
A hat
Lord
made
Rob-
of blancmange, or
Yeah.
a hat that looks like
No,
blancmange?
a hat made of blancmange.
not as funny as pastry hat.
That's because you haven't seen it, Mike.
So is it not a pie then? If it's not,
No, because it's just got a pastry
Got
hat.
sides on.
Because a pie
But there's got to be
is
a
pastry.
culinary word that's not pastry hat. There's got to be a word that's like.
There's I don't know if it's still there. There used to be a Facebook page called the Pie Master Race, where they would rate pies, and the one thing they always got very, very uppity about was
You don't want to
pastry
You
hats.
don't want to You don't want to mispronounce that title, do you? Like,
Sounds like a pot pie. We call those pot pies, JS Rock in that there Texas.
Yeah, I think I've heard that word in
It's not a
in
pie because it
films.
has got pastry around the sides, has it?
but pot pie. What words in there?
Pot.
Pie.
pie. English
So
with
then-
Steph.
Not a pie. Not a
is
pie.
it?
What word's in that? Pie.
There is,
Good one.
and there's no I in team, but there is an I in pie. There's an I in meat pie. Meat is an anagram of team. Anyway, what was the other
See-
thing we were? What was the?
Hannah,
Yeah.
ADHD is showing.
It's fine. Okay. I just need to do some colouring in. What was the other thing we were going to talk about when we were saying about what we were going to talk about?
When is a pie not?
Oh, I forgot it was pies. It's pie week.
But the Fray Bentos, I've got to say, even though it is only just a pastry hat, there is something about that pastry. And do you eat the pastry
it's
by the
delicious.
layer as well?
Yeah, by the layer, yeah. Peel that
Swells
shit
up, doesn't
off
it?
bit by
It
bit.
swells up
Yeah.
like a tray of
And you got like
poppadoms.
layer.
the really soft bits underneath still and the flaky bit on top. Oh.
How many
How
spare layers of epidermis have you got if you eat it by the layer?
Quite a few.
Good things
just
come to
wait
those that
till-
wait, Mike.
I just
That's it.
wait until it's safe.
That is the problem with a Fray Bentos pie. Like, it goes from
volcanic
like
in the middle.
stone cold to molten lava within a matter of minutes. Like, once it's
Yeah.
out the oven, you can't touch it for like 3 days, but then you have like a 45-second window to eat it before it's cold.
Yeah.
And it's when you've got past the pastry hat and you get to the filling and you're like, I'm really questioning my life choices
Yeah.
now.
This cat is delicious.
Allegedly,
it.
we don't want to get sued by Frey Bentos.
Allegedly,
yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine if we got sued
To
by
be
Frey
honest,
Bentos.
Would they
I
give us
think
a
Frey.
fine?
Yeah, I think Frey Bentos would be great for the publicity. To be honest,
I'm gonna get one tomorrow. I know.
We should have a week where we all have Frey Bentos. And we review the different flavours.
Can I just point out,
I would absolutely do that.
for me to eat live on the internet would require at least a week's worth of therapy.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna veto that.
Yeah, okay, you can veto that, and I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
Mike can be MC that night.
I
Transport myself back to year 7 to the primary school disco days.
Yeah.
I had going back probably about 12 years. I had when you have those periods of oh my god, I'm really fat, I ought to go to the gym. So you go to the gym religiously.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
You don't have that.
I go to the gym religiously for like 2 weeks, and then that's it. So because the gyms, they're clever now. They don't just go, oh, have a membership. It's like, have a membership, but you got to pay 30 quid to learn how to use the machines.
Oh.
And it's like, do I look like someone who hasn't wasted several £1,000s over the years on gym memberships?
It can't be that hard, can it? I
no,
mean,
it's not.
like,
It's just the way I gain
Like
extra
I've
money
ridden
from
a
it.
bike in my life.
yeah, I'm moving
That
my feet
one's
on some
static.
pedals. Yeah,
But
I don't
it's
even
just
need
a
to
way of
point it
getting
in a
another
direction.
50 quid out of you. But
Yeah.
I went there, and of course they're all called personal trainers, as though you're fucking Christian Bale getting ready for Batman. And and she says, we need to talk. We need to talk about food. She's like, what do you eat? And he's like, mainly eat things that are beige.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
best food group.
Yeah, potato waffles, chips.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I love potato
Tonight,
waffles.
for instance, I've had pizza and garlic bread because
I can
Nice.
vouch for
Dirty bit.
that. I can vouch for that.
yeah,
As I came on stream, we was eating it live. And to be quite frank, it's the scariest thing I've ever seen. that popped up.
I am always
I
amazed that I've
opted
still got
to,
all my fingers.
I opted to eat my family-size pasta bake today at lunchtime, so that I didn't have to eat it on stream again like I did before and get the cheese sweats. So I got one that was less cheesy this time, and it was definitely better.
Pasta bake is without doubt my favourite meal every
The
morning.
best food.
The best.
Yeah.
To the
It's
point
Yeah.
where,
pasta.
Left
And
to my
it's
own
like-
devices, I'm
with
going to pasta
cheese.
bake every day. Yeah. Mm.
although Steph, you won't be a fan of this, but I put tuna and sweet corn in mine.
No, dirty.
Yeah, I do
then
one with little
loads
tip
of
here,
cheese.
guys. A tin of condensed mushroom soup. Whack that on the tuna pasta bake. Makes it nice and creamy. You're welcome.
Nah. Dirt. The lot of you.
It's really nice.
Tuna.
I don't know about anyone else, but for a
Absolutely
second there, it was like the TikTok algorithm had taken me to like the camp van TikTok.
Yeah.
little,
Nah.
Sometimes what I do is I get a bag of ready salted crisps, crush them up, sprinkle them on top for a bit of texture.
Nice.
Yeah. Sounds bad. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
I'm gonna have to
My
try
fave.
it.
Yeah. Like a
You
little
know what?
crunchy
You know what I
topping.
have had? Cheesy Doritos on top of a lasagna.
Oh,
I could see that working.
I
Yeah.
reckon it'd go nice as well with the chili heat wave ones.
Mm. Yeah, because you've got the crunch and then you've got the
Welcome
soft.
to crack cooking.
Yeah, welcome to Depression Bakes with
if we get the 50 viewers, we can become like a partner or whatever.
affiliates. Yeah.
Affiliate, yeah. But we need to stream more because you need to stream. So we've talked about, haven't we, that we'll have like extra
We keep
streams.
saying we'll do this.
This
Me
is
and Hannah were
definitely
just going to talk about bad dates.
yeah.
Yeah, for hours.
We've got years of content.
I've got so many screen grabs.
But I definitely feel cooking with stories from the smoke room. He's definitely
Cooking
one of them.
with depression.
Yeah. That'd be so good.
JS Rock is now getting completely freaked out by the fact that our waffles are made of potato.
They're waffly
Oh yeah, 'cause
versatile.
they're like
They are waffly versatile. You can grill them, bake them, fry them, and eat them.
You could say
Put 'em in the
they are
toaster.
they are woefully versatile. Like awful.
Yeah, but an American waffle is versatile because you can put sweet or savoury on it. You can't put sweet on a potato waffle.
Oh my
That's
god,
true,
Jonty says
actually.
we should call it Scenes from the Canteen. Like stories from the smoke room, but we're making food. Oh my god, we should do that so much. That would be hilarious.
But where that story was going, by the way, was
What
she
are we
was
talking about?
she was this woman at the gym who was giving me
Oh, at the
my,
gym.
my,
Yeah,
pers-
yeah, yeah.
my
Said
personal
you
trainer
like food, yeah.
because
Yeah,
I was
so
getting
what
ready
do
to
you
be the next Batman.
Yeah.
And she said, you know, you need to start thinking about what you're eating, and you know, maybe for breakfast have porridge. It's like, what? Just put what?
I don't want somebody else chewed breakfast. Nah.
And then she out
Just
and
a bit
out
like,
said,
I don't know a word for it, but it's like this.
Yeah. Sort of acrid.
I don't want to say the word because Mike doesn't like it.
Oh no! Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But it's that. Carry
But
on.
this personal trainer then said,
Steph, no.
I think.
No, he's going to wheel off. No.
No.
Oh no, he's on strike.
I'm not gonna say it. I'll put it in the chat. JS Rock has just said, what word doesn't he like? I'm not gonna say it. I'll go in.
No, it's not that. That's not the word I was thinking.
What? Oh, I was thinking of moist.
No, it's not
What?
that.
It's not moist.
It's this. I'll put it
Moist.
in the chat.
Mike, do you not like the word moist?
No, I'm
I'll put it in the
intrigued.
chat.
Oh, Claggy.
No, Dave! I literally didn't say it.
Physically recoil.
Oh, look what you've done now.
He's so cute when he's
He's on
angry.
strike
The
now.
most adorable thing.
Love you, Mike.
JS Rock, there's no other way to describe the word claggy other than it's a bit like this.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I find the word claggy, sorry Mike, only becomes better
His face.
if you attach the word gusset to
Claggy
it,
does it.
which is my favourite word.
It's a fictional village we invented on like our first episode.
We have
It was...
we have the best chat because Jonty is now putting the dictionary definition of the word claggy in the chat.
Jonty, thank you.
What is
glad
it?
the
What a legend.
I'm glad the chat's having fun.
Dave, claggy. What does it mean? That word, claggy.
Tending to form clots. Sticky.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Description for porridge.
And then JS Rock was like, gusset. So Jonty's coming with the joiny bit in underwear.
Yes, but you can have a gusset in other
In
things.
trousers, yeah. It's basically
Yeah.
the seam from arse
Like
to
between
apex.
two you can have like the bottom of like a tote bag.
Apex.
Like, I haven't got one to show you, but like the bottom of a tote bag is also called the gusset.
Yeah.
Is it?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's because it just means like the bit between two sides. It's like a perpendicular. Yeah.
And if
Why
you
does it-
use your tote bag for shopping and spill your orange juice, that does become a claggy gusset.
Yes.
Why does everything tonight sound like a rejected title of a Talking Heads monologue?
What other words?
So what did this
Makes flaky sugar?
person say?
Oh yeah, this.
We haven't got to the end of that
I
whole
feel.
thing yet.
I feel it's a big letdown. She
So
actually.
she didn't like the fact that you only ate beige.
Yeah.
She said, "Why don't you eat some claggy porridge?"
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. Sorry.
She didn't seem to think that Cocoa Pops were a nutritious breakfast.
Does she not know they're fortified with vitamins and iron?
What about the
You
snap
can't
and
write it on the
crackle?
box if it's a lie. That's trade standards.
Exactly.
JS
It's a
Rock.
violation of the Trade Description Act.
JS Rock has just put, so a claggy gusset is a sticky seam.
If you wish, but I'd rather you didn't.
Oh,
Oh!
But yes, this personal trainer
no.
that I
I
had.
think that might be the worst thing any American person has ever said. And then, like, that's quite a... Like that.
Oh! It made all of my insides go like.
I think my tongue shrank.
I feel a bit funny now. I think I need a shower.
I think my tongue shrank. Oh dear me. Oh God. Ever since we've started this, I've always said we don't need a plan.
No, it's not.
And here we are.
Who needs enemies when you've got friends like ours? Who needs enemies
Here we
when you've got
are
friends like
talking about
ours?
sticky seams, and we haven't even got a plan.
I've got a degree.
Yeah, but
I've
it's
got a
in
master's
but it's in drama, Mike.
Whoa.
Whoa now, so am mine.
That's not a real
Well, you know,
degree.
it's a large
Excuse me,
export
I
of
turned
this
up.
It
country,
actually was
thank you
quite a
very
lot
much.
of work, David, so
Yeah.
Oh, really? Because while you,
Dave, how good are you at zip that boing? Thank you very much.
Okay.
yeah, Dave.
while
Yeah,
you
the
were
three of
doing
us-
your degree, I was driving a
three of us
forklift
can
truck
slap-
and paying tax that paid for your degree.
I wish I could drive a forklift truck.
There
That's
is
another
something kind of cool
conversation.
about it.
Yeah.
And there's different types
Of
of
course,
people
you're
just
in a
think
forklift truck.
it's a forklift truck, but there's different types of forklift truck. So
Yeah.
you know you have your counterbalance and you have your reach. Sorry,
My
Steph.
friend used to work for
I'm keeping you awake.
You
are they called
kind of,
still?
Yeah. I mean, we are 6 minutes before my bedtime.
Your friend what? Sorry.
used to work for the forklift people, or is it still? Are they called still? Something like that.
It's
Big
usually.
forklift
I mean, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, something like
the
that.
places I worked used to be Lex Harvey
Ah.
forklift trucks.
Anyway,
Next
yeah.
one,
So I did
sounds like
learn
an-
secondhand
sounds like an
a bit about
influencer.
forklifts.
Sponsored by ASOS. Lex Harvey.
But yes, this personal trainer I had when I was training for the Batman film.
Oh yeah.
She
yeah.
openly, like,
Hell.
you know, she's been very vague. You shouldn't be eating Cocoa Pops. You should be eating porridge. You should be eating more.
that's
Vitamins
also
and
nice.
iron.
You should be eating more green stuff, and you know what I mean. And then she went and never, ever, ever eat a fried Mentos.
Why does she specifically single out
she
that?
singled it out, and she said they are really, really unhealthy. I'm like, you can tell that because they're so nice.
Yeah.
Until you get to the centre, which is just staring into a chasm of your own loneliness.
Like, I'm not being funny, but never have I ever eaten a salad and gone, that was dirty. like
Yeah.
that was worth
Well,
it.
I mean-
That was so worth it. I don't care about the calories in that salad. No,
I mean,
like,
Yeah.
do that
I-
when
I-
you're eating a
I'll pick-
trifle with your
I
hands.
picked a few up
Like,
from
yeah.
the floor.
Yeah. Getting just
Sorry.
like a wad of cake and like getting into bed and eating it and being like, this is my best life I'm living. That's what I did on my birthday.
You don't get into bed with a wedge of salad, do you?
No, you don't take half an iceberg to bed and be like, yeah, I'm living my best life, I am.
I
No.
love the
Unless
fact
you're
A
a
bit of
rabbit.
cake had hundreds and thousands on it.
I just
and-
tried to make the podcast weird by suggesting I eat salad from the floor. And like no one noticed.
Why are you eating salad off the floor, Mike? Are you okay? All your statements.
Is there anything you
funny
want to
now-
tell us about how your family are treating us?
I can't remember the link as to why I said it. So now I can't explain the joke.
Your family just throwing a lettuce leaf at you and expecting you to survive?
Is this a cry for help?
Yeah.
No, it's two
Blink
lettuce
twice
leaves.
if you need rescuing.
Two lettuce leaves. Two
Oh.
lettuce leaves.
Oh, well, there you
And
go.
some
then.
weeks, they're different colours.
Oh, one's
Yeah,
brown.
Some weeks you get green one and a purple one.
Oh,
And that.
what bougie household you're living in.
That's the sort of high life, we live now. It's like as soon as they found out I've got a play on, they were like, "Oh, gotta give him two."
I get the purple lettuce out.
You've earned that one now.
Hannah Platt, you said that you would like to learn how to drive a forklift truck.
Yeah.
Don't.
Okay.
Is it something we can stream?
Right.
Me doing my forklift license.
Holding
my phone up. Guys, I think I'm doing quite well.
Driving a forklift truck will cause you to have the scariest event in your life ever. And I guarantee it happens to every forklift truck driver. You go round a corner a bit too fast, and it goes.
And it goes.
It goes on two wheels.
That's not scary. That's
I think you
want
ought
that
to try it.
Legend food. It's like handbrake turning on the ice.
Yeah.
Some call it scary, others call it legend food.
Yeah, but you've still got all
the
four
speed
wheels.
I hit a humpback bridge the other day by mistake because I got distracted looking at the boats on the canal, and then I was like, "Whoop!"
You know what? I'm glad. I said if we go to London for this March, I'll drive. And I'm glad I said that.
I could drive one.
I'm glad I said
I could drive one leg, and Dave was like, "No."
When I was once working at this place, and I'm sorry if I've told this story before. This was kind of like the mid-90s, and having a printer was still kind of a new thing. People didn't really have printers.
I've got one.
It was those before times.
Was it the sort of time where people, like someone would use a printer and then people from other rooms would come and watch?
Yeah, that sort of thing. You've got a printer. You've got a printer.
Yeah.
Can you print
Was
this
it one
off
of
for
them
me?
where the paper had holes in the side?
Oh yeah.
And it went round
Yeah.
like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Dot matrix. Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone who worked at this warehouse that I was working at had got himself a printer, so decided to print loads of fake posters to put up around the warehouse and fake letters and this sort of thing.
Just for the sake of having something to print.
For the sake of having something to print. And he did something quite by accident, which was comedy genius. There was a guy working there who was not the crispiest noodle in the tray. And his job was, there was this big sort of like motorised Hoover, basically. I mean, all Hoovers are motorised, aren't they? But it was like, it was like a little go-kart, basically. And his job was to go up and down the aisles with this go-kart.
Do you know what I'd
8
really
hours a day.
love? Can you imagine what it would be like for Dave to be describing different sorts of wheelchairs? Like, if he describes that as a motorised Hoover, like, prime time Saturday night entertainment.
Definitely.
Got going on there.
Mike, it's one of the extra streams we'll do. You'll show me pictures of wheelchairs and I'll describe them.
Yeah.
Are we talking a thing that looks like a sit-on mower? That's what I'm picturing.
No, he had to stand up and walk behind it. But it was like this thing, and it kind of like went down. It was like the front end of a
like a what's the thing that you have to make the ice flat? Like
that's
one of them?
it. Yes.
Yeah.
It was
It's
more
called
like one of them.
Like it's called like a Zebroni or something.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, yeah.
I feel like I'm partaking in a game of charades at a trade unionist Christmas party.
Zamboni.
Thanks,
Yes,
Jonty.
Zamboni.
Yeah,
Right,
thanks,
so
Jonty.
it's like a big Zamboni. Well, it's like a Zamboni. Zambonis are big anyway, aren't they? It's like a little Zamboni.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've not been to an ice place. I've just seen them on
TV. So his job was just to go up and down the aisles with this for 8 hours a day. And the guy printed off a letter and left it on the machine. over the weekend. The letter said a representative from Lex Harvey has been to the factory, and they've spotted that there's a few problems with the little Zamboni. So, right, he needs to be cleaned once a day, and it needs to be waxed once a week, right? And then,
Oh no!
and he told him where to get the cleaning products and the wax from, right? But then he did what was and I maintain he did it completely by accident. And he put, there has been a lack of wear and tear on the horn. So we recommend the operator pops the horn once per revolution.
Oh no!
So we'd all be there in this massive factory unloading these wagons, and then you just hear, "Meh." We'd all fall about laughing, and of course it took him ages to get to the other end of the warehouse, at which point he'd then go, "Meh." It was fucking comedy gold, that was.
Oh my god!
That's what I miss from them places. It's all the piss taking.
Banter.
I remember working in a factory. I'm sorry if I've told this one as well. And there's like metal plates around the machines. And everyone had got segs on the back of their shoes. You know, those little metal clips that you have on the back of your shoes, stop your sole wearing down.
Yeah.
Are those ones, like those the ones that make that clippy sound?
Yeah. So it sounds like you're tap dancing.
Yeah.
Well, of course, these metal plates on the machines would like warp over time. So what you'd do is you get someone to stand on the plate and you'd weld the plate in place. And this guy welded another guy's segs to the floor.
So he couldn't move.
Couldn't move.
Oh my god!
Fucking genius. And of course, no one's going to help him. I mean, you're not going to, are you? Why would you?
Yeah.
Mad.
I miss all
God.
that. I really do. In some places, it's called bullying.
Yeah.
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 There was never... No, there was definitely bullying. But a lot of it was just banter, but there was definitely bullying. There was one point which I did say they took this too far. It was a guy's birthday. So they shrink wrapped him to a chair. You know...
Oh no, that pallet wrap.
Yeah,
stuff.
that pallet wrap stuff. They shrink wrapped him to a chair, shaved his eyebrows, drew all over his face with black magic marker, and this is like, I mean, I thought that was too far, but then they took it really too far. Taped his mouth up, put the chair on a pallet, and then put the pallet on the top shelf of the shelving in the warehouse, which is a good 40 foot up.
Yeah.
And of course, wooden pallets have got gaps in between, and he's on a chair 40 foot up, and he's trying to shout out. And I was one of a couple of who went to the management and went, "That's taking it a bit too far."
That's terrifying.
Yes, that's like.
If it fell off, that'd be it.
We all like a joke. But you know what? When someone falls 40 foot onto their head while...
Yeah, onto concrete, I imagine.
Yeah, while shrink-wrapped to a chair. That's not funny.
No.
Jeez.
He got now the very, very... Fucking hell. The very, very first place I ever worked was a glass cutting warehouse.
Right.
Literally cutting glass. And I was I was doing a YTS, which was what they called a youth training scheme, where you basically got 30 quid a week for working 40 hours. And you were supposed to be trained, but everyone looked at it and went, "Oh, so we can get like a 16, 17-year-old in, pay them less than £1 an hour, and they can do all the dog's body work." you never
Yeah.
learnt anything. You were just doing filing and shit. So first day, it's all right. I'm a bit claggy. First day, I'm going from the office to another office, down the shop floor. And at the time, I haven't always been this fat. I was playing American football, and I used to play in a position called wide receiver. There's so many American football positions that sound like gay
I have
positions.
to say, Dave, I love you lots, but you don't strike me as the man who'd play like I wouldn't look at you and think
he's a wide receiver. He looks more like a tight end to me.
A wide receiver. What's
Imagine the
Hannah,
adult.
I'll explain this to you. They're wide and they receive.
Imagine.
So they're on the edge. So are they like a winger? Is that what?
Imagine the Adama trial
I've only
rate
got rugby.
of the NFL world.
Right.
Is you wide, basically
Big
the wide
arms.
receiver,
That's all I know.
is to just like run lots, and then when you get to the end zone, stop, celebrate.
Yeah.
Score touchdown. That is essentially
Okay.
like wide don't even have to defend. Because that's another that's another.
Oh, because they have two separate things.
Yeah.
For, okay. Yeah.
And
Okay.
See?
American football.
Sports with Hannah.
Sports. Doing a sport.
So
I know about rugby and I don't know about any other sport. So.
I was never a fast runner, but I was a slippery pig. Like, I ran a yard. You'd catch me, but you wouldn't be able to grab hold of me. You know what I mean? I'd escape. This one ain't doing any wide receiving. So I was used to like getting hit and avoiding things, and my reactions was a bit sharper. So I'm walking down the shop floor, and I kind of go, ooh, and duck, and a sheet of glass shatters on the floor next to me. And I'm like,
shit.
And I look up, and there's like 3 blokes laughing on this machine. So I go back to the office, and I'm like, I think someone's just thrown a sheet of glass at me. And this guy went, oh yeah, they do that all the time. There was a guy went to hospital on Friday, and he had to have 40 stitches in his arm. They get the waste glass and they just throw it at someone walking past. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going home.
Yeah. No, thank you.
For 30 quid a week, and I've got to catch 2 buzzes. No. And then apparently I was the bad guy, and I'd never get to work anywhere because I couldn't take a joke.
Hell, yeah.
It was such a joke how we nearly killed you that time.
Do you know what that is?
Ha ha ha.
Do you know what that is? That's Thatcher. That's what that is.
That's
bloody Thatcher. That's what that is.
That's Thatcher.
That's individualism for you.
Oh, Hannah was like, she was in the room then for a minute. What?
Awful.
John's confirmed that is a gay sex term. Thanks, John.
Wide receiver.
One thing we haven't told everyone is what did you all do over Christmas?
Oh, it's so long ago now. What did I do?
Oh, slippery pig. That's a gay sex position.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued.
Oh, no.
No, we really will get banned off
Yeah.
if we start describing that. What did we do? I
spent it with family.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything.
No,
Did you get any good
it's
gifts?
Really quiet.
I got a Dolce Gusto coffee machine because I am a grown up.
Yeah. I got a
That's
cardboard
exciting.
cutout of Lin Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, I like wins.
Not just a cardboard, a life-size cardboard cutout.
Is he tall?
Oh, no, he's a very small man. He's a very small man.
It could be a small cutout, couldn't it?
Yeah, we don't know if
Not
it's
if it's
life
life size, might.
I mean,
No,
I
just because
assume
it might be life size, but she might have bought it off Wish.
well, I mean,
It could be a wish brand, Lin Manuel Miranda.
if she has,
He's
I
only
mean, that's,
4'4".
that's very likely because I swear my sister has kept them going all throughout the pandemic. So, I've ordered it from Wish. It's like,
There's a
salt and
great
pepper mill, 40 sizes too small. It was bigger in the advert.
there's a great woman to follow on TikTok called Crazy Tattooed Lesbian.
Right.
She's hilarious,
Sounds like my
really
entire
funny.
feed.
But she ordered some shoes off Wish for a kid, and she's like, they've turned up, but they're obviously not shoes, and they were flat. The packages were flat. She's like, I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. She opens them up, and it was, and she's a big girl, right? It was the skimpiest bra and crotchless pants you've ever seen. Like, right, ×2, because she and she's like, this is definitely not what I ordered, but this is what Rachel, who's her girlfriend, is like, this is what Rachel's getting for Christmas. Right? TikTok banned her. 7-day ban
Pants.
for showing pants.
She wasn't in them.
No.
Yeah, she wasn't wearing them. She wasn't going, look how crotchless these are.
Yeah.
guys."
Lift up my leg like a cat while we discuss the crotch underwear.
Yeah.
Well, no, it'd be looking at you. No. Oh, I make myself feel poorly.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
News just in
no.
from the chat. Lin Manuel Miranda is 5'7". Shorter than me.
He's as tall as
Very short.
me.
Yeah, 5'7". Wait, you're taller than that, aren't you?
I'm 5'7".
You.
It's just that we have to
5'7"
find
on
room for a
football.
while, Hannah.
Just that's it. I got no sense of scale.
I
feel like you're the
know.
same height as me because that's where the
He's-
box ends.
I know, Mike,
He's-
what you were going to say then.
He's also the same. He's also the same height as midfield dreamboat / maestro Jean Martino, 5'7", a football heaven. That man. Oh
He
god.
I don't
scored.
know who it is, but I appreciate
Which,
the
guy-
game, which game was it? Was it the Man United game?
Fucking all of them.
Yeah,
He
no.
scored in the last
When
Chelsea.
he scored this
Oh,
absolute
God.
screamer, and he was on the
Yeah.
Wolves YouTube channel, so it's Wolves' own commentator, who just like, whoa, Yamatino, and he just went 5'7", of football heaven, and I was like, yes.
Oh my god.
And his little waves to the South Bank. It's like I remember the day we signed him. We signed him and Rui Patricio on the same day. I was on a tram to Birmingham, and you know we've had many false dawns, haven't we, in the past? Remember when we all got excited because we signed Greg Alford? We thought at last some Premier League experience at left back. And you think, it's like, no, surely that can't be true. We've not signed João Martinho. I tried to sign him on FIFA 06 and he said no because I didn't have enough money.
Oh.
And we have. And it's sometimes I just think about him.
One
Just randomly.
of the wonderful things when Mikey had his book launch, he's having his book launch, and we introduce him, and he like wheels himself up onto the stage, and he says, "There's two things I just can't get my head around. One is this book, and two is Wolves signing João Martino." I'm like, oh God, Mike, I love you.
Did you see the sign the other day on someone had in the crowd? Someone had a sign and he just read, it was a wall flag, and on it had "João believe it,"
Yes.
which I thought was
I
incredible.
like that.
John T's just said, was that Jason Forrest? So for those that don't know, Jason Forrest local lad used to do all the stadium announcing at Molineux. He doesn't work for Wolves anymore. He left about 18 months ago, maybe even 2-3 years.
He did.
But you know when you was playing when I was playing like FIFA 15, and Wolves was one of those teams where like they put you in, but they didn't like recreate your ground or anything.
No, Crown Lane.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
Ivy Lane. That was what it was.
And
Ivy Lane.
whenever I was playing that game and the stadium announcer would come over at a Wolves home ground, I'd always go, "I know him," even though it wasn't him. I always felt like I knew a celebrity, even though it wasn't him in the game.
So in the later editions of the game, because obviously the Premier League is like affiliated with the game and stuff, they'll make a ground. So in the year he got promoted, like in the next couple of days, Wolves actually tweeted like, "Thanks Ivy Lane for all the memories you've served us well." And obviously in the next, they made Molineux, and it's all lovely. But that was quite funny.
So what else did we get for Christmas?
I'm trying to remember what I had for Christmas.
I had a mixer as well because
nice.
I am a grown.
What, a Kenwood mixer?
Yeah.
Oh, fancy bitch. Love it. Yeah. That's so
and
good.
obligatory socks. You gotta have socks.
Yeah. I'm wearing some of my Christmas socks right now. I can't show you because I've got a slip disc. I can't get my leg up.
Hannah Platts.
Hi.
There was something else you had for Christmas. You showed us earlier. And bearing in mind, she's in the chat.
Bearing in mind.
Look at
it's
that.
It's my favourite thing in the whole world. Made by a friend of the chat, H. Look at the ears. Look at them.
Actually, H, you have another order from Steph. Steph, you want one?
Oh. Yeah, I believe my words were, "Who do you have to sleep with to get a Hannah Torrance original?"
And I said, probably just Hannah Torrance. I don't know.
I said I'm willing to make that happen for a scarf with bare ears.
Sorry for pimping you out, Hannah. Yes, I got this for Christmas and this for my birthday, which was last week.
Oh, happy birthday for last week.
Thanks. I've hit a new bracket when you tick the age brackets, and I had a bit of a thing about it, and then I thought, you know what? Time's an abstract concept.
Is that the box you tick?
Yeah.
I tick
like time's an abstract concept. I don't have an age anymore. I'm out of here.
How old?
I'm 35, Dave. I don't mind saying it. I don't mind saying it. I'm 35 years old. So I'm in the 35 to 44 bracket when you're ticking fucking little boxes. Let me tell you.
49. So November this year, I'll be in the next bracket.
Getting up to the next
50
box.
This weekend I resigned from the Labour Party in preparation for my 50th birthday, when of course I'm going to become a UKIP councillor.
that's how it works.
That's what you got to do when you hit 50.
That better be a joke.
You're honestly thinking serious.
But my other good Christmas present was from Adam, and because he's not here, I can talk about it because he won't get all like more about it. Because he got me this cool book, and it's really exciting. It's like,
is it? What did he re-gift you? The Spoons of the Third Reich.
Wait, why didn't he just do that?
What book did he get you, or can't you tell us?
Right. So there's a podcast. Yeah. So there's a podcast called the Lawmen Podcast. I don't know if you've it's Alistair Beckett King and James Shakeshaft, and they talk about like different folklore from around the country. It's really cool. Ooh. It's really funny. Yeah, it's really good. Check it out. But they get all of their sources from like old books, and one of the books they keep referencing is called Ghosts Over Britain by Peter Moss. And Adam got me a copy of it. But it's like a really old, it's like a secondhand, it's just from like a secondhand book thing. But when I opened it, inside the front cover was like a name written in like spidery handwriting. And there was like a little like embossed stamp saying like from the library of Dr. M.H. Coleman or something. So I was like, fucking Googling this. So I Googled it, and it's from this library of this guy who was like a scientist, but he was also like, oh, are paranormal things real? I don't know. So he did all these experiments about whether telepathy is real. And he was like a member of the Society of Psychical Research.
Wow.
And and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then I think he was a bit gutted because he hadn't looked inside it before he gave it to me, because I think he would have kept it if he'd realised it was like a special. He was like a little bit pissed off. But yeah, so my two good presents came from the same household.
I was going to say, is it a scar? Is it glove pockets at the end?
Yeah, it's got little glove bits on the scarf section.
I'm in love.
It's the best thing. I wore it all day on Christmas Day, even while I was eating my lunch. I was like,
I got myself House of Leaves.
I love getting myself Christmas presents. Oh yeah, have you read it?
So, does anyone know about this book?
No.
So my brother had it, but then I never got to read it, and then he moved to like Scotland, arsehole. And then I kept going and looking at it when Borders was a thing. I would always go into Borders, have a little look at it, and then be like, oh, I can't spend £25 on a book, and then leave. So I've never actually properly read it. I've just like flicked through it.
Well, it's gone up now. It's 28.
There you go.
But it's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Inflation.
Yeah, it's Christmas. I've survived a pandemic. I'm treating myself to a book.
So far.
That's why I treated myself to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Thanks, Steph. When you say so far, can you not do it with a "will show ya"?
You know what? The only one now who's bragging about like not having had corona. So
I am.
Yeah, don't
Matt
brag.
Damon
That's
in
the worst.
Contagion. That's all I'm saying.
I bragged, and then look what happened.
This is a book. Yeah.
Well done.
This is a book. Well done.
Round of applause to Davey.
Mentally, I'm standing. Next week we revisit Fiverr.
Mentally, I'm standing.
Next week.
That's never going to stop being my favourite thing.
Next
Mentally,
week.
I'm standing.
I hadn't finished.
Dave, are you trapped in a wind tunnel? Because
No, I've had my hair cut.
No, it's more thinking about your internet.
Yeah, the connection's a bit dodgy.
I don't know, obviously, because from my end it's fine.
From our end, it's shite.
Looks like someone's drawn you in a GCSE art class.
That's my face, Mike. Can you not talk about my face like that?
Dave.
Wait, Dave, what was the way that you described your hair in the group chat? Party up front and what is it?
But, okay, what I wanted is I want over Christmas again, probably too many mince pies. I thought what I want to do is have very short on top, but a big beard. Not like down here beard, but like a chunky beard. And I've always wanted.
Yeah.
Before I grew my beard, I always wanted a Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, I wanted
bushy.
And I got a Dave Lee Travis, right, which is disappointing. And so what I did was over Christmas shave my head and and trimmed the beard, let the beard grow out. And then this weekend, I went to trim my beard again, and I'd hardly grown anything on my beard, but my hair had caught up. And so I can't have the cut that I want, which is very short on top, big beard, or as I described it, business in the penthouse, party in the basement.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Yeah.
I was very proud
Yeah.
of that. I was giggling to myself for about 10 minutes after coming up. This is a book I haven't finished.
Yes.
It's a book, yes.
A book.
About a book.
Bookception. Right.
Meta.
It's a book about a book.
If you,
Hold on, because I've got to get this right, Mike, because this is complicated. It's a book about a book about a film about a house.
Okay.
That sounds like a headache.
A house of leaves, if you will.
So, the book is written by Mark Daniel Whiskey, but the book in the book is written by a guy called Johnny Truant. And he's writing about a book written by a guy called Zampano. And Zampano's book is about a film, and the film is about a house. But the film doesn't exist. And Zampano couldn't have seen the film anyway because he's blind.
Does the house exist?
I mean, that's quite like as the podcast access nook. To say someone can't see something because they're blind is quite a sweeping statement.
Well, I mean, it's actually a plot point. He's completely blind, not visually impaired. Completely blind.
Okay.
And the way
Mike will allow it.
Audio description.
Yeah. Could somebody have
on that note, by the way, if you get this book, buy the book. Don't buy the ebook.
Yeah.
You can't
it's
have
like it's got all little bits, hasn't it? And bits of it are like upside down. or the other way around
So
or
there's this whole section which is kind of all going to be a bit weird, but you can see there's like, and that text there is a mirror image of the text on the page before, and then these are all footnotes that link back like 5 pages before that. And
I'd just like to sort of add to the group that this week I got confused watching The Habit of Art by Alan Bennett on National Theatre at Home, because that's like a play within a play, and sometimes
I think I've seen that.
I was watching. Yeah.
Is it
like,
Alex Jennings?
Yeah. And it's like I love Alan Bennett. I just wish he'd stop writing problematic plays. Let's not dwell. And I thought I got quite confused by that. So, how you're still here? Dave?
Yeah.
I'll never know, to be honest.
It's a horror book. It's horror. It's genuine.
Yeah, it's creepy.
I mean, sounds it.
And what was great about it, I like proper horror, creepy horror, being made to feel like. I really like that. And that book did. You know when you're a kid and you stay up late at night, and you watch something a bit spooky, and you kind of get it. You get a bit freaked out.
Yeah, had to watch the cricket afterwards to try and calm down.
Yeah, and you've got that period, haven't you, where you're like 14.
Although, to be fair, if it was this winter's Ashes, I mean,
that's true.
That's a fucking sequel in itself.
It would have been the Ashes when I was about 13, so let's not dwell on how long ago that was.
Probably about 22 years.
Approximately, yeah.
Yes,
good
102. I think we got absolutely trounced that series as well. Just if anyone's wondering.
Yeah, but you know when you're a kid and you've stayed up a bit too late watching horror films, and then you've got that period where you've got to get from the living room to your bedroom,
and the windows are dark.
Honestly,
and something might chase you up the stairs.
49-year-old bloke. I woke up in the middle of the night feeling exactly like that. as a result of that book.
Yeah.
We have like
a
like posh people would say it was a walk-in wardrobe. It's definitely not a walk-in wardrobe. It's a cupboard.
Is it like a cupboard?
It's a cupboard.
Yeah.
And me and my wife call it the scary blanket cupboard. Because what you do is you put your blankets in there, and then you put that stuff that you've got to take to the tip, but you ain't got time.
Yeah.
Then you put more blankets in there, and then more stuff, and then the rock band drum kit, right?
Yes.
Which seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a thing where if you open the door, it all falls on you. Hence, it's the scary blanket cupboard. Don't go in there.
Makes sense.
Right. Okay.
And there was the door to the scary blanket cupboard, and I was like, "Oh, I can't fucking deal with this." And Fee had fallen.
Too many scary blankets.
Yeah, Fee had fallen asleep downstairs, so I was on my own, which I'm never good at anyway. And yet I was like proper. You like this apparently, Dave? Yeah, well, enjoy it now, motherfucker. And yeah, but that book did that to me, and that's good. I'm not going to put that back.
I felt like that. Have you all seen the miniseries Chernobyl?
No, because we can't afford
I heard
HBO.
it's good.
Oh my god! Like, watch it. Absolutely, it's one of those things where you don't particularly want to watch it, but you feel like you have to as a service. And like, it's that exact thing of like going to bed at night and just seeing some of the weird.
Jonty's saying it was intense.
It was very intense. Paul Ritter is in it, by the way, who's just sadly left us. He is very good in it. He is very good.
Have you heard about that thing at Chernobyl called the elephant's foot?
No.
No.
Google that.
Is it going to make me sad?
No.
No, basically what happened is, so you know when they had the meltdown, all this radioactive gunk ate its way through the bottom of the reactor and just seeped down into this room. It might even still be moving, but I think it's like moving really, really slowly, like a millimetre a year or something. But it's like the most radioactive thing on the planet. And it's one of them where they've got photos of it, but even the photos are all distorted because they took photos with film and the radiation screwed all the film up.
I don't like that.
It's proper creepy to look at it. But it's just this clump of radioactive ooze.
Have you seen what they've done now to protect it, the zone?
Yes, that's it. And it looks like an elephant's foot, hence the name.
And apparently it's still generating heat.
Jesus. And that was like, how long ago was that? Like 90s, wasn't it?
85, was it? Something like that.
86.
86.
Not bad.
Jeez.
So, a while ago, I watched a documentary, one of these BBC4 ones. And what they've done now is over the exclusion zone, they've made like this 100-foot iron sort of, it's like a coffin that it's wrapped in, and it covers it, and basically what it does is, like over the years, it'll repair itself.
Oh.
So it needs less upkeep, like from humans, and so they've not got to go near it.
Yeah.
And it's like it'll protect it for centuries to make sure stuff doesn't get out. It's fascinating. Yeah. Like it's one of those it's one of those things where you watch it and suddenly you just feel a bit more, a lot safer. Sort of.
Yeah, like somebody's invented that thing, and
it's really good to watch if you've got high functioning anxiety. Just like,
which I think
is...
It's like, oh, that's one thing I can tick off the list that is not going to get me today. Tick.
Yeah.
There's just another 4 million things that I can think of in these seconds.
Yeah, but it's nice to be able to cross one off. Yeah.
For those of you who've got high functioning anxiety, I think that's everyone involved in this podcast, including the audience.
Welcome.
I'm all right, honest. I'm really all right. I'm all right.
We are your people.
Yeah.
I've scared myself with Chernobyl.
No. Steph, didn't you hear? It's going to be all right. There's a big eye and a thing around
Can you
it.
clip that, please?
I've just started reading stuff and now I'm scared.
It's fine.
I'm scared
It's got a
myself.
big eye and a thing round
I'm
it.
scared myself with Chernobyl.
We just agreed we could tick that one off.
It's got a big iron coffin that'll repair itself.
It's nice around there now because all the
technology.
animals have come back because there's no people to piss them off. There's like wolves and
There is
all kinds of
there
cool
is
shit.
there is actually one person still there. I think she's a very old lady and she refused to move.
Oh yeah,
She just lives there. She lives there quite contently with the dog.
yeah. In fact,
And, like,
isn't
she's
there?
totally-
She's not glowing.
Yeah,
Don't
I was
know, but
promised
she's-
glowing.
She's totally fine with it. Like it's just her and the deer just in amongst all of
Because there was
this.
this thing about should they move her, but then, in fact, I think
Yeah, she refused.
I think there's quite a few people that are still living there. Jonty's just put in the chat, but it's like should we
Surely
move
it's
them? But
like-
now it's like, well, it's
They've
probably
been there
more,
that long that it's not
probably
gonna-
more stress to move them
Mm.
than it is for them to stay where they are. I'd love to go there because you can actually have
Yeah.
a.
Yeah.
We've got to
Like-
go there. We've got to do a podcast from Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
My
There's something that tells me it's not going to be accessibility friendly. at Chernobyl. I don't know what it is. I'm just thinking,
Can you imagine? Can you
like,
imagine
oh, they're
that
paps.
conversation
You know what I mean? Are
around
they
the
paps?
kitchen table over a Chinese? Mum,
The helicopter's coming to pick me up. We're off to Chernobyl. It's for the podcast.
oh God! Oh, you bastards!
Just don't even ask, Mike. Just go and tell her. Just
Yeah.
film it.
Oh,
Before,
yeah.
Just film it for us. Just go in and say, Mom, we've decided we're going to Chernobyl.
What for? For
the
the lights,
content.
Karen. For the lights.
For the likes, Karen. For the likes.
Content, Karen.
For the content, Karen.
It's like, am I the only one that would want to go to North Korea?
Yeah.
There's a documentary on. Yeah.
I just think it's not worth it. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like if I went there, I would feel like I was going there in a kind of weird, like, voyeuristic way of like, oh, look at how these people live. Like, I don't know. It just
Yeah.
feels a bit like weird. What? What's that face?
So sorry to disturb everybody, but Supreme Emperor Chuckle
That's
on our
Jonty.
Discord,
Yeah.
dearest Jonty, has mocked up a T-shirt.
Wait.
Oh!
Jonty, do you want to get married?
Jonty,
I'm not.
get that
I'm not
on
even
Redbubble now. Get that on Redbubble now. Mikey, I am buying you that t-shirt.
I love that we have joked from the beginning
Well, that-
about getting podcast merch. And this is the one that actually happens. It's mentally
Although
upsetting.
actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's probably not something I'd wear away from the context of the podcast. 'Cause
Because
that
you'd have
makes
to explain the joke.
Yeah, that and also it makes it look like I'm really struggling with internalized ableism.
Yes, that's true, which we know you're not. You simply are giving a standing ovation. Yeah.
Look,
Did anyone else think Mikey was going to say that sentence?
Yeah.
Struggling with internalized ableism.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest,
you don't want it to give off a vibe of like, oh, you know,
oh
I
God,
wish I
yeah,
wasn't.
I
Yeah.
really I wish I wasn't. You know,
Yeah, you don't want it to give off that vibe. Yeah.
I
see?
feel like we need to leave it there.
Yes,
Just
definitely.
Internalized ableism.
That was awesome. I told you we don't need a plan.
No.
No, we don't, do we?
We'll be
And
back next
apparently,
week.
we don't need an Adam.
We don't need an
next week.
Adam.
And next week you won't need a me either because I'm not here.
Oh my
Oh,
God, we're
it's
down to
the
3
three of
next
us?
week.
Yeah.
JS Rock has put, I didn't realise Mike was in a wheelchair until like the 3rd episode.
I'm what they call a box tick. The problem is though, Dave hasn't actually as yet found the funding for his typing.
No, that's what you
Actually-
think. That's what you think. Where do you think I'm getting the money from to buy your t-shirt?
Yeah. Dave's after the Maldives next week.
True.
With all that sweet box tick money.
So what are the 3 of us doing next week then?
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Probably more stuff like this.
All right.
Charades.
Thank you all for joining us. Same time next week. Come back. If you're not following us on Twitch, follow us because we're trying to get
Why
to,
Yeah.
because we're
Follow
trying to get
us,
up to the
please.
50.
How many viewers have you got out of interest?
Not many.
So odds are they are following us. They're just
Yeah.
being lovely.
Yeah.
We are Twitch's best kept secret.
I like that though. That's quite
Yeah.
nice.
Twitch's best kept secret.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
I'm putting
Ninja.
on Twitter.
You know what I often wonder, like, what do people have to type in order to, like, if they don't know?
What, in order to accidentally find it?
I don't know.
Like,
I guess you do it by the genre, don't you? You just click on.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, but how far do you have to scroll down to find
yeah,
it?
and
Yeah.
as well, if you're genre defining, then like,
You have to
what?
you have to go into talk shows and podcasts and then sort viewers low
All
to
right.
high.
All right, Jay. Someone
You say
pick
that,
the
but
man who
didn't it come out that like the average viewers is like 10 anyway or something? So
Yeah,
like,
apparently if you have 10 viewers, you're
We're
in
not
you're
one
in the
week
top
in-
30% or something
Yeah.
on Twitch.
We're
something
not
like
Yeah.
1 week in the top 20% of Twitch. Like,
Yeah,
viewers watch.
by
that.
accident.
JS Rocker said that's how I found you guys.
What a prize!
Yes, gotta
What
rock
a
it down,
reward
stop
for
it, gotta
digging
rock it
deep
down,
Can I-
stop.
into the lists.
Can I just say though, if I go on Twitch and I say there's more than 30 people watching a stream, I'm gonna know that the chat is just like ignore it because it'll go too quick for you to
Yeah,
take
that's quite
anything in.
quick.
So I like the fact that there's only 5 people watching us.
Yeah, because we can have a nice chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twitch's best kept secret.
Twitch.
Boom.
Best
okay.
kept secret.
Putting that on the social medias.
yeah.
That's my Twitter bio.
Thank you all, everyone.
Mike, Twitch's best secret. Mentally,
Hello.
he's standing.
Standing for myself.
On that note, we'll go. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Oh, what a
Yeah,
time.
Same
Thanks,
time next
Jack.
week. Say bye, everyone.
Yay.
Bye, everyone.